So there's a narrative that gets repeated so often that people stop questioning it. And it's that women in poverty in the Dominican Republic have no other choice but to sell their bodies to survive. And that is called survival sex.
Now, this video is not about cases of coercion or trafficking. That's a separate and serious issue on its own.
Yeah, this video is about real alternatives that most of you don't even know exist. There are government-backed programs, food assistance, healthcare, free job training, they give job care, and they have educational resources built to help women stand on their own and create real futures for themselves.
This video is about debunking the myth, the narrative that a lot of you are running with and repeating, that sex work is the only way for a woman in the Dominican Republic to survive and escape poverty. So today, we want to talk about this narrative that lives in the minds of a lot of people. We hear it come up relatively often, and a lot of the time, it's referenced in a disrespectful way that affects the reputation of average Dominican women across the country.
Yeah, mi amor, there's this false narrative that women here have to resort to prostitution to survive, and that the majority engage in it because they have no other options. Unfortunately, most of you, including those of you who really mean well, you believe that. And not only is that an insult to good, hardworking women here, but it's an insult to the country as a whole. It creates an excuse for bad and immoral behavior to continue.
Let's start with the first program you've probably never heard of, Siubin.
So this is the first step for any woman looking for help. Siubin, which is the Sistema Único de Beneficiarios, is where everything starts. So a woman will have to go through something called a household evaluation. And so they'll go through this household evaluation and they'll evaluate her situation, her income, her living conditions, and her family. And when she qualifies, she's issued something called the Superate card. This is a card that's administered by the ADESS. So that's an agency that handles all of the assistance. And that card is where all the money gets deposited. So without a Siubin evaluation, none of the programs that we're about to talk about are accessible. This card is the key that pretty much opens every door to help her out with assistance.
Once she has that Superate card, something most of you never see starts happening. Money and support actually land in her hands every month. Not just a one-time handout, a recurring payment assessed around what her household actually needs.
Exactly. Now, the program Alimentate, which basically means feed yourself, puts about $1,600 a month just towards food alone. Now that reaches more than 1.4 million families across the country. There's another program called Bono Gas Hogar. That adds about another 470 pesos. And what that does is that helps cover the cost of cooking gas. So another good program is called Bono Luz. Luz like for electricity. It partially subsidizes her electricity bill. So if she has children in school, there's another program that's called Aprende y Avanza. Now what that program does, mi amor, is that provides an education incentive. The amount depends on how many kids she has. And there's another program if she happens to be a survivor of gender-based violence. There's another thing called Superate Mujer as well. And they offer also support that can go up to like 6,000 pesos a coordination. So there's a lot of monetary funds that she can qualify for that they'll give her like on a monthly basis.
Nice. In addition to this, seasonal bonuses appear at key points in the year. Bono Madre around Mother's Day, Bono de Emergencia during crisis situations, and Bono Navideño in December.
Yeah, those are all really good programs. And of course, it's not enough to build a life on its own, but it was never meant to be.
Right.
You know, it's just enough to keep her and her family standing while she works towards something more permanent.
Money alone doesn't keep a family stable. Getting sick without insurance can undo everything a subsidy is assisting with.
Oh, yeah.
That's where SENASA's Régimen Subsidiado comes in. Free state health insurance for the people who need it the most. The self-employed with unstable income, the unemployed, the indigent, and their children.
Now, this coverage is for emergencies around the clock. It covers doctor's visits, hospital stays, lab, dental, and eye care. And when she actually needs medication, they have something called boticas populares, or something called Farmacias del Pueblo. And what that is that's like a network of pharmacies. They were created in like 1984, remember? And what they do is that they specially sell essential medications, including mental health medications, and I think about it too, at a very low cost for people that otherwise would be able to afford.
Between the two, healthcare stops being the thing that could wipe out everything else she's building.
Yeah.
Beyond monthly food subsidy and health coverage, there's another layer most of you never hear about. DASAC and Plan Social, which distributes packages of non-perishable food to families. It includes rice, beans, cooking oil, canned sardines, pasta, oats, sugar and salt, milk and coffee. And then there's Comedores Económicos del Estado Dominicano.
Yeah, the Comedores Económicos is a new program. This is actually one of the oldest social programs in the country. It was created all the way back in 1942, and it's still running today under the President's Social Policy Coordination Cabinet. These comedores, they're kitchens, and they're located within the communities, and they serve hot, prepared meals, either at really low, affordable prices, or they provide it to you completely free for those who can't pay for it at all.
This is another program you probably never heard of that's helping to make sure no one in the country's most vulnerable sectors goes without a meal. So we've discussed financial aid, food, and healthcare. What about housing?
That is where the Plan Nacional de Viviendas Familia Feliz was created for. This is a program that helps vulnerable families, including women heading their households, working towards getting real home ownership. What it does is it covers a down payment through something called Bono Inicial and Bono Tasa, which helps with the monthly mortgage payment. So with an additional Bono Mujer, especially for women. So that's 3 plans right there that are all catered towards women to help her get her own home.
Nice. Selection is based on a vulnerability score, and she can start the process by calling 462 or visiting a citizen service center.
Now, for women without stable housing at all, they have Servicios Dominicana, which is a ministry of the health office, and it lists indigent people, single mothers, and pregnant women among those it's meant to serve with economic aid and referrals.
It's a real starting point for a woman to secure a safe place to live.
So now this is what everything else has been building toward. Every subsidy, the free doctor's visits, the childcare program, all of that exists to buy her time for this, which is a real skill, a real credential, and a real path forward.
Infotep is the centerpiece. Of course, it's completely free, offered in person, online, or a mix of both, and ends with an actual certificate. She can train in beauty, hospitality, culinary arts, technology, business, languages, artisanal crafts, or a technical trade.
Superate, which is one of the programs that we mentioned earlier, and Infotep put over 500 million behind training 80,000 people already in the subsidy system, meaning that this path was built specifically for women in exactly the situation that we've been discussing. Now, if after she completes an Infotep course, right, and she wants to go further in her education, the MESIT Becas Nacionales offer free national scholarships at real university. They offer scholarships at La UAS, Unive, Pucamaima, and others. Now, this is just for students that qualify academically.
And if she wants the single skill that opens many doors in this country's economy, there's Inglés por Inmersión. Totally free English classes. 4 hours a day, that can be the difference between minimum wage and a call center or tourism job that actually pays enough to boost her to the middle class to upper middle class.
Absolutely. But here's an issue, right? Well, who's going to watch her children while she's taking classes? That's a very good question. And an even better answer is INABIE, INABIE, will. They cover meals, they cover your school supplies, they cover uniforms for those children that are school age, and they even cover dental and hearing care. Now, from when the baby's 45 days old and up to age 5, her children can spend a full day at CAIPI, CAIPI, or Estancia Infantil. These are programs where the children can go and they'll be fed, they'll be cared for, and they'll be given real early education, completely free. This is not a daycare. This is a real program running while she's in class or at work. So the who's gonna watch my kids stops being a reason for her to not be able to move forward.
So a young lady getting an education here comes with all the opportunities needed for success. Say she's finished her Infotep training, cosmetology, culinary skills, whatever path she chose. What now?
Well, that's when ProMiPyme comes in. So she can apply for a state-backed microcredit with interest rates for below what a regular private lender would charge. She can borrow from as little as 3,000 pesos all the way up to 500,000 pesos. 500,000, right? And if she's asking for less than 50,000 pesos, she doesn't even need a guarantor because it's designed to help women entrepreneurs just like her to get started.
Nice. This fund is specifically for women's financial inclusion, created in partnership with Superate, plus a program called Mujeres Super Emprendedoras, and also includes free technical and financial coaching once she's a borrower.
Yeah, I mean, this right here is the opportunity that could turn her skill into an actual income. It could turn it into like her own business forever. So getting back to the original narrative that says that a woman in poverty here has no choice but to sell her body to survive. I mean, it's not true, and now you know why.
There's a highly beneficial path she can take with monetary benefits, food and health care she can access, free training that ends in a real skill, someone to watch her kids while she learns, and baking opportunities she can access to turn that skill into her own business.
It's not fast, and it requires hard work, but it also requires the desire to do the right thing and get the right results. And so does everything else in life. I mean, let's stop it with the excuses for prostitution. that's not like helping anyone. You know, we want to help and inspire young ladies to do the right thing, not to create excuses for them to do the wrong thing by spreading these false narratives that that's the only option that you have.
Exactly.
So what do you guys think about this topic? Do you believe that survival sex is a thing here in the DR? Have you heard of any of these programs before that we have? Is this new to you? What's it like where you're at? We'd like to have an open dialogue and get your perspective on it, because this is a very big spoken about topic amongst women that are not into prostitution.
Exactly. Do you believe, or have you been believing the narrative because you didn't know about these things that are available?
Yeah. We definitely get a lot of people asking us those questions, and then when we tell them all the things that are available, they're shocked, like, wow, we had no idea.
Right. So if you thought this video was helpful, share it. It may be someone who doesn't know about this information. It may be a young lady who doesn't know about this information.
Right.
So if you share it, you never know who it might help.
Exactly.
And what else we'd like you to share? We'd like you to
like and share and
Okay.
Let's do it.
What else we'd like you to do? We'd like you to
like and subscribe.
Love, purpose, and passports.
Love, purpose, and leave a comment. We want to know what you think. Gracias.
Peace.